Thank you so much for being here. Would like to acknowledge the presence of the South African National AIDS Council, other civil society partners that have partnered here with us, as well as Her Royal Highness Princess Mukelile Zulu, who is an ambassador and recipient of the Zazi in KZN province.
We need recommitment. Thank you for everything that you have done thus far. It's not a drop in the ocean. But what we do has to linger on. Sustainability is important.
Representing what we're about and why we're here today in this zone.
You know, we have the largest burden of HIV in sub-Saharan Africa, and young women are mostly affected. And I don't think it's a coincidence. It wasn't just the draw of the luck that young women are the most affected in sub-Saharan Africa. I think what we need is to ask ourselves, why is it so? And I think the best way that we can do that is to have a conversation, not at young women, but with young women about issues that they face. And I'm very happy about the space that we are creating here to have young women come and have a discussion with us.
I fell pregnant when last year I was in grade 11.
You know, you can tell that we are really changing people's lives because, as Oslo said, you know, we're not talking at young women, we're talking with young women because, you know, I'm a young woman myself, so we're all having these great conversations.
Promoting the interaction between the young people and the old people.
So it requires intergenerational conversation. It requires all structures. It requires young women to say, these are issues that affect me. Can you hear me?
It was actually that my parents did not talk to me about sex.
Being a Zazi woman, being a woman is always defined as opposition to a man. And being a woman leads to us having to live up to other people's expectations. With being a Zazi woman, I'm just me. I have no label. I'm defined as Uzukanya Mkoka. I have the right to say and voice to say how, why, and when I stand ground and advocate for the youth out there. As a Zazi woman, I think positively and always seek for knowledge. I am content with what I have and who I am. I lack no self-esteem, as you can see with my open jeans. I express it. I lack no self-knowledge, and I have a big, bold voice, and I try with all my might to speak for the youth out there. So many people don't get opportunities to share their stories and what affects them. And I think I've got this opportunity, and it was with great pleasure to share the stories of young people with all of you.
But the Zazi campaign is even more significant because it is responding to the challenge that we are all facing as a nation when it comes to the struggles and the challenges that young women face.
Oh, everybody go down! Sana, Sana, Sana.
Baby, you have to do the HIV test and what's the... Oh, come on, baby.
Baby, Dad, ngitshela ngale nto le. Wangitshela, usangitshela, and I'm still not doing it, which means or which says I am not interested.
Okay. No upgrade, no condoms, and no sex. Fully engaged, no sex.
So we as women, let us go out there and recruit for circumcision.
Investing in our community to integrate traditional circumcision.
I'm here to talk to the women, and my main responsibility in the ad
was to influence women to be more confident in approaching their men or their husbands or their boyfriends, and to be confident enough to tell them, "Good baby, it's okay for you to be circumcised."
It means that we are bringing up a good, healthy generation.
How do we actually bring the pleasure back into our sex lives while we stay protected?
Now we've got the pencil ready. Either you're going to put it in yourself like a tampon, or you can put it over the penis and put it inside.
Session is on what prevention means to young women.
I'm talking about ARV-based prevention, and that's the antiretroviral-based prevention.
My project last year was to give information to young women to say, let us stand up and start talking about new prevention technologies, especially PrEP.
Really for programs to show and to bring in and to get to understand the issues that young women face, so that one, we can program better, but we can also build leadership within young women to take up the issues and work within their communities and show leadership around some of the issues that we know can be impacted by young women themselves.
I will go back to my community and stand up for the young people who cannot speak for themselves at the community, because there's a time where it's hard for them to go to the clinics to find more information about HIV and AIDS. So this is a great chance for me to go back to the community and deliver all the information that I got here from the AIDS conference.
And we've been in the Women's Networking Zone, which is obviously my favorite place of all of them, because you have all the women speaking about every single issue that affects us. You've got young women, you've got women who are speaking about being gay and what that means for them and their HIV prevention journeys.
And I think this space have opened up opportunities for organizations such as Access Chapter 2 and others and partners like Soul City to come together and say, what programs are you doing? What conversation we should continue with? It's conversations, and we need to continue this.
Yes.